Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. This time we're shifting gears from, everything else we've talked about and heading straight into the luxurious fast lane. You ready for this?
Born Ready, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo today.
You got it. Specifically, we're diving deep into Ronaldo's insane car collection. I mean, who hasn't dreamt of owning even one of these beauties?
Right. It's basically every car enthusiast's fantasy garage. We're talking Bugattis, Ferraris, McLarens, you name it, he's probably got it.
Exactly. But here's the thing. We're not just here to drool over horsepower and slick paint jobs, though believe me, there will be plenty of that. We're trying to figure out, what does this collection actually tell us about Ronaldo?
It's a fascinating thought, right? Because this isn't just a guy who likes cars. I mean, this is a carefully curated collection. There's a story here.
Okay, so before we get into that, let's make sure everyone's up to speed. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably one of the greatest footballers of all time. I mean, this guy's been dominating the sport for over 2 decades.
And he shows no signs of slowing down. At 35, he's still breaking records, winning championships. It's unbelievable.
5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League titles. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's mind-blowing.
And the goals. Don't forget about the goals. The man is a goal-scoring machine.
Seriously. But all this success, all this talent, it translates into something else, right? We're talking about a global brand, a business empire.
His net worth is estimated at over $500 million. And that's not just from his football salary.
Exactly. We're talking endorsements with some of the biggest names in the world. Nike, Tag Heuer, Clear. These companies don't just throw money around. They're investing in a global icon.
Exactly. He's a walking, talking billboard with a reach that most brands can only dream of.
And it's not like he's just sitting on a pile of cash, right?
Okay.
He's actually a pretty savvy businessman. Real estate seems to be a passion of his.
Yeah, he owns a bunch of properties, including a whole hotel in his hometown of Madeira, a football-themed hotel, no less.
Oh man, I can only imagine the kind of memorabilia they've got in there. But seriously, you can tell this is someone who understands that his athletic career is just one piece of a much bigger picture. All right, so we've talked about Ronaldo's career, his business ventures, but let's be honest, we're all here for one thing and one thing only: the cars.
You know it. And trust me, we're not talking about your average Honda Civic here. This is a collection that would make a sultan blush.
We're talking about a garage that's rumored to be worth over $25 million. Everything from supercars to luxury SUVs, classic sports cars, you name it, he's got it.
It's a symphony of internal combustion and Italian leather in there.
And while we could spend the entire deep dive dissecting every single car, we've picked out a few that really caught our eye. Cars that really give us a glimpse into Ronaldo's, I guess you could say, automotive personality.
Absolutely. Each car tells a story.
So let's start with a car that just screams, "I've arrived," the Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Ah, the Cullinan, the SUV that's basically a palace on wheels.
Right. I mean, this thing is massive, luxurious, and just oozes that I'm not even going to look at the price tag vibe.
Well, when the starting price is over $300,000, I guess you can afford to be nonchalant.
And get this, Ronaldo bought this beast shortly after signing with Juventus back in 2018. Talk about making an entrance.
A very subtle way of letting everyone know you're not messing around.
Okay, but let's be real. No car screams, "I'm Cristiano Ronaldo," quite like a Lamborghini. And he's got a few, but the one that stands out is his Lamborghini Aventador.
No, that's a car that needs no introduction. It's a legend, a work of art, and a testament to the power of Italian engineering.
This isn't just a car, it's a statement. It's sleek, it's powerful, and that engine roar, man, it's enough to send shivers down your spine.
And get this, he bought this one for himself as a birthday present. To himself.
See, that's the kind of stuff I'd be doing if I had his kind of money. Happy birthday to me, I'm getting a Lamborghini.
Goals, my friend, goals. But if we're talking about truly rare and exclusive cars, we have to talk about the crown jewel of his collection, the Bugatti Centodieci.
Okay, now we're talking. This isn't just a Bugatti. This is like the Bugatti of Bugattis. They only made 10 of these.
One of 10 in the entire world. It's basically a hypercar unicorn.
And the price tag? Hold on to your hats, folks. $9 million.
$9 million for a car. I mean, that's more than some people's private islands.
This is a car that's meant to be admired, cherished, maybe even displayed in a museum someday.
It's an investment, a piece of automotive history. But let's not forget, it's also a car that can go from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. But Ronaldo's collection isn't all about speed and exclusivity. I mean, the man needs a practical car too, right?
Well, his version of practical might be a bit different from ours.
True. because we're talking about his Mercedes-Benz Bravest G65. This thing is an absolute unit.
The Brabus G-Wagon. It's like the official car of celebrities who also enjoy off-roading.
And let's be real, this isn't your average G-Wagon. It's been Bravisified, which means it's got even more power, even more luxury, and it can probably climb a mountain if it had to.
It's the ultimate go anywhere, do anything SUV. But of course, with a price tag to match.
Oh, and I almost forgot. We can't talk about Ronaldo's car collection without mentioning his Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead.
The Phantom Drophead, now that's just showing off.
In the best way possible, of course. This car is the epitome of luxury and style. I mean, it's basically a yacht on wheels.
And get this, he bought it to celebrate extending his contract with Manchester United.
Talk about a celebratory purchase. You know, looking at all these cars, I'm noticing a theme here.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
Well, they're all about speed, power, precision, exclusivity.
You're starting to sound like a car commercial.
Hey, I'm just saying, these are all qualities that Ronaldo embodies as an athlete. It's almost like his car collection is an extension of himself. You know,
It makes you wonder, if you could sum up your life in a car collection, what would your cars say about you?
okay, so we've taken a virtual spin through Cristiano Ronaldo's insane garage, and honestly, I'm feeling a little bit carsick. In the best way possible, of course.
It's a lot to take in, but like we said at the top, we're not just here to oogle expensive cars. We want to understand what this collection says about Ronaldo.
Right, because it's easy to look at all this and just be like, oh, he's got money to burn.
Yeah,
But I think there's more to it than that.
definitely. This is a guy who, remember, grew up with very little. He's talked about how his family struggled when he was a kid. So for him to achieve this level of success, it's almost like these cars are a symbol of how far he's come.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Like, they're not just cars, they're trophies, in a way, representing all his hard work and dedication.
Exactly. And let's not forget, Ronaldo is a smart businessman. These cars aren't just depreciating assets. A lot of them, especially those limited edition ones, will probably be worth even more someday.
So it's a car collection and an investment portfolio all in one. Man, that's some next level thinking.
It is. And I think it also ties into his brand, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo understands image, presentation. These cars, they project an image of success, of luxury, of aspiration.
It's like, this is what's possible if you work hard and never give up.
Exactly. Now, look, I'm sure there are some people out there who might criticize this level of extravagance. But I think it's important to remember cars are more than just transportation, especially for someone like Ronaldo. They represent speed, power, precision, qualities he embodies on the field.
It's almost like an art form, right? Collecting these rare, high-performance machines.
It is. And let's be real, it's pretty entertaining to follow along, even if we can't afford a single tire on any of these cars.
Totally. It's aspirational, makes you
Right.
want to work harder, dream bigger. But at the end of the day, whether you love it, envy it, or just appreciate the sheer audacity of it all, there's no denying Cristiano Ronaldo's car collection is more than just a bunch of expensive toys.
It's a reflection of him, his journey, his taste, his drive.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to park this deep dive for now. But before we go, we want to hear from you. If you could have any car in the world, money being no object, what would it be and why? Head over to our social media and let us know. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those engines revving.